Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, and I'm doing a late night practice session, and I'm in my basement, which puts me pretty far away from anybody who could be bothered by the noise. But for most people, there's not a place like that to go, and I've lived in plenty of places where I didn't have somewhere like that to go to keep the noise from bothering other people. And I'm very much a late night practicer sort of a person. That's just when I tend to be the most tuned into playing is late at night. And because of that, I've learned some strategies to quiet things down. And there's one that I use all the time when I need to be quiet, and I'm using it right now. And then there's another strategy that I don't use that often, but when it's right, it's right. And it's helped a lot of my students keep quieter when they need to. And it's an old road trick for traveling fiddlers who are used to playing in hotel rooms and buses and other places where they just should not be heard. So I'll tell you all about both of those things, but before I do, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's greatly appreciated. So first up is the mute. Now, a mute comes in a lot of forms, but the one that I've found to be the most effective is the type that goes right on top of your bridge. Now, I play a 5-string, and I'm not aware of a 5-string mute that's available. If anybody out there knows, drop a link in the comments, help some people out. Somebody 3D printed this for me as a gift, and so it fits. It does a great job for the 5-string, but you can't get these. So there are other things you can do, though, so I'll tell you what those are. But what you're looking for in a mute, and most of you are 4-string players out there, so you're going to find this easily. What you're looking for in a mute is mass. We're looking for weight and mass, and that's why the metal ones work so well. They put a lot of weight on the top of the bridge, and it just clips on. I broke one of the little tines off of there. Sorry, Phil, but thanks for the mute. So anyway, you take that, it just sits right on the top of the bridge like that, and it makes a huge, huge difference. So you heard me playing with it on there. Now you may want to turn your speakers down. This is going to be different. It's a very, very different volume there. So much different. It makes just a huge difference. So the big heavy mute's the way to go. They make some rubber ones that sit on top of the bridge as well. Those are totally fine. I like the metal ones a lot better. I found they work a lot better, but you can totally do it. You can also put some clothespins just on the side of your bridge, and it makes it sound a little more like this. It takes some of the bite off, some of the edge off of the sound. You can also get what's called a practice mute, which is this little mute that hooks on. It's a little rubber thing, rubber and wire, and just hooks right there, and it scoots up over your bridge. You can actually push it up there and pull it back to turn it on and off. Those don't do a lot, but they do something. They do quiet it down a little bit. So invest in a mute. It's a really great idea if you live with other people who may be bothered by your fiddle playing, and even if you live with other people who like to hear you play fiddle and who like music in general. If you're practicing correctly, you're going to end up playing the same things over and over and over again. The goal being that you play the same lick, you practice the same lick so many times that you hear other people in your house yelling, "I think you got it." That's what you're after. And even with the most music tolerant people, eventually you're going to annoy them. So the mute can be helpful for that. It just makes such a huge difference. So the other thing you can do is a practice bow. So a practice bow is not something that I've used a lot, but I've used it some, and when I did, it was really helpful. So a practice bow is just a bow with no rosin on it. that's it. You just don't put any rosin on your bow. If you've ever tried your bow out right after getting it rehaired, most places don't rosin your bow after they rehair it. So you might have gotten home and played a little bit and realized, oh, this makes no sound at all. Well, that's a perfect way to practice very quietly. Now, of course, the bow is going to feel different. You're going to sound a little different, but it allows you to practice your intonation. You can hear it a little bit, but it's not enough to project at all. So a practice bow is a good idea as well. You could even go crazy and use both. I've never tried that, but if anybody out there has, let me know. Also, if you have other tips, maybe something I don't know about quieting down my fiddle, or just something that you think that the other people out there might not know, drop it in the comments. This is a great community, and there's a lot of you out there who have shared so much valuable stuff. I've learned from you, and subscribers have learned from you as well. So share what you know, and try out the mute. Let me know what you think. And again, if you can find a 5-string mute somewhere, let me know so I can tell people where to go buy them, because as far as I know, there's only 2 of these, and there's not going to be more. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Click the like button for the YouTube algorithm and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to follow this page on Facebook, like and share. All right. Bye, everybody.